Hey, what it? Ooh, thank you so much for joining. Today, it's an awesome day. Today, we're going to break down Jungle Juice by GANJA White Knight, and we're going to go ahead and see how we make these basses and how we make the sub. You know what? Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. Let's check out what we got. This is what we're going to make today. Woo! This is what we got. We got some simple drums up here. We also got the basses, a couple of layers, and the fat sub to go with it. If you guys want this full project, it will be on my Patreon. Don't forget about that. Don't forget to like this video. Comment down below what you want to see next. And we're just going to get straight into these Serum patches first off. And the sub too is very simple. You know, it is pretty loud, but it's a simple Serum Dripment sub with Serum. Easy mid cut, easy low pass. Then we're going to add the pedal on sub mode, add some distortion, and then we're going to pump it 2 decibels with the saturator so we can get it nice and fat. This is the main note being played D sharp, and then we have these notes being played, and this is how it goes up. D sharp, F sharp. This is a D sharp minor or E flat minor. We're using these notes here. This is the main patch. And if you hear, the main patch is changing tones. We're automating this. The first thing we're automating here is the cutoff. So this is Formant 2 filter, and we're automating this cutoff. When we move it, we get different tones, so it'll sound different pitches. So high, low. Also, we're automating another thing right here, and this is the warp. We're also going to automate these sync knobs. This is the warp. We automate those knobs so that we get different tones with the same bass. So that's the first thing you need to understand. Now we can listen to these other layers. So this is the highs. Adding more high frequencies, and this is the lows. Adding more low frequencies, and this is just happening during this section where it goes up. All right, so the mid layer. This mid layer is going to have a couple different things for post-processing. We'll get into these last, but we'll turn them off for now. In Serum, the dry patch sounds like this. When I heard the original sound, it sounded really gargly and almost like bubbly and wiggly. So to get that type of sound, we use the Formant filter, which kind of puts it in like a vowely type of space. We turn it off. Here we have like the original like saws and stuff. With these sounds that he makes, like these old school sounds, they really only had the basic wavetables. So there's a lot of saws, squares, even sine waves that are being used. With this type of sound, it's really a lot of saw waves. First, you're going to load up basic shapes, load up a saw wave, and then I'm going to turn off these effects for now. So the first saw wave looks like this. We add sync no window, and we turn it up to 1.07 just to add a little bit of higher pitch in this sound. You make this LFO1, make it look like this, put it on half rate on trigger, put LFO1 on level, and turn it all the way up. So the LFO is moving, or the sound is moving with this LFO. Turn on the filter. This is going to put us in the vowel sound. We're not actually going to be using oscillator B, but with this filter, we are going to put it on 95 hertz. LFO will go on the filter, but it's only going up 3. Barely a little bit of movement. Resonance is on 38%. There's at 64%. And the Formant is at 96%. The mix is also at 67%. So we don't want it to full mix. We don't want too much of the vowel sound. We just want to like blend it in. And these formants and the cutoff is how we get different sounds. Remember, we were messing with the cutoff over here so that we can actually get a different sound. That's essentially what we're doing. Over here, you'll see it's up here. It goes down right here. Up, down. We automate that, we can get different sounds with the same patch. Very nice, very cool. With the vowel-y Formant filter, it really sounds like it's almost saying different things. Having like different vowel-y textures. We can go here, add distortion, tube on 65%. Chorus is on, it's 23%. Delays all the way down. Depth's at 0.8. Feeds at 46%. Rates at 0.8. We're going to add this filter. It's going to be flange L6 minus in the flanges. Cutoff's all the way down. Resonance is all the way down. Drive is at 51%. This EQ is on as well. We're doing a low cut. It's being cut at 291 hertz. Q is going up 60%. We're adding a notch here. The notch is at 1,328 hertz. 1,328 hertz. Q is at 60%. Gain is at 11.8. Just bringing out some more frequencies. After we do this, we go ahead and add some dispersers. We're going to add one disperser. We can disperse at 376. Then we're going to add a fat rack. This is the VR fat rack. No stereo, just 99 fat. Then we have this EQ8, really carving out frequencies now. Turning off the lows, turning on this resonant frequency. You can turn it on some highs. We had erosion to add some sine waves, just some like high pitch sine frequencies up here. Multi-band dynamics, this is making it louder, bringing it out more. You can even mix this to taste. Then we have the super sick Drip Verb 1000. This is parallel processing. So we have this chain, which is the wet chain at 85%, convolution reverb, short decay. Look at these settings. This is the dry, 5.5%. We're mixing in two signals, one really dry, one really wet. This is the reverb. Off, on. Hey, sick. I like this reverb. Honestly, I'll just go ahead and put this reverb for free in the description for you guys, because that's how I'm feeling right now. All right, cool. Now, we have made the mid sound. Very nice. Listen with the sub. If you look at the sub too, we have an LFO on the sub, on the level, right? And the LFO is going 1/4 rate. So it's matching what the bass is doing. Awesome. And then these high frequencies, they're going to basically be very similar patches. This is a saw with sine waves. At a higher pitch, see +1 octave right there. Then we have these lows here. For these lows, we have a saw with another saw with a sync knob up, sync no window. All the effects here are the same, all the post-processing is the same except for the EQs. I'll change the EQs. And then on these lows, I also added just a mid-side pumper, which is two utilities, parallel processing. We have two signals now going. But this first signal is normal, mono. Next signal is super wide at 400%. So before, after. All we do, very simple, but we use the post-processing to make things loud. And ultimately, we make things off the chain with our old school waves. Use square, use saw, use sine, and have fun with them. You can get down, you can get dirty. If you like this, go ahead and hit that bell. You can see my upcoming videos. And don't forget to join the Discord. You can make friends, and we can teach others how to make music. Have a good night. Stay fresh. Keep it real. Later.